Hi there Capricorn, Dadhichi here. It's February 2014 and boy, this really is one of the better periods of your life. I've got to tell you, I've just been looking at the horoscope. For those of you born under the sign of the goat, and you know goat, I can tell you that. Jupiter in the west right now, casting its beneficial rays on your sun sign. You've got Venus there in the sun sign itself, bringing with it a lot of attractive energy. And the new moon that has just occurred in the second house, this is your financial sector, along with, if that's not enough, Mars in the 10th house. That's been there a while, it's about to leave, but I would suggest you capitalise on this, even though it's early in the year and you're probably just, winding yourself up. I think you should wind yourself up really, really quickly, take advantage of that. Nevertheless, you're still going to have some opportunities from Mars as it moves into the 11th sector, for those of you born in the sign of Capricorn. Another thing too, if you're doing sport, when Mars is in this 10th house, I recall looking at horoscopes of people like Muhammad Ali, the famous boxer. When this Mars and Saturn are combined in that 10th house, even Mars alone in the 10th house has what we call directional strength, gives you tremendous power, the ability to beat to a pulp your competitors, not just in the sporting sense, but in terms of competitiveness where it is, for example, a professional arena. Salespeople can win out against their competitors. If you're going for a new job, this is definitely the time to be doing that. And for you, I'd be saying, don't worry too much about the retrogressed Mercury. Mercury is doing its retrograde motion, moving apparently backwards. A lot of people are terrified of that, but Mercury is actually one of your better planets. And the retrogression, according to some of the ancient Hindu astrologers, is actually quite excellent. It empowers the planet to do even better things for you. Now, notwithstanding that, and we see here on the 1st of February, the 7th of February, it goes retrograde. So you've got about a week. It's slowing down because as it moves to that retrograde motion, it starts to slow down. So you've still got a bit of time to make those important decisions. But even if it does go retrograde, I'd be saying to you, you should use the power of this planet to make your decisions and go for those new jobs, those new opportunities, even within the company that you work for right now. And I think you'll see some stellar successes right now as a result of those transits. Now, Mercury moves into, is in the 3rd house of communication. So if you ask me what areas is this going to empower me in, I'd be saying gift of the gab right now. This is wonderful. You can actually get into any sort of arena you want. Your information resources will be forthcoming, and also the people that you need to help you will be more than obliging to give you a lift up into those new arenas that you want to work with. Look at that Sun aspect to Mars, 2nd house of finance, 10th house Mars of career, 15th of February, beautiful aspect. The Sun conjoining Mercury. This is called Buddha Aditya Yoga, the combined influences of the Sun and Mercury in the 2nd house of finance. And that retrograde aspect of Mercury to the Sun. So we're Mercury to Mars, sorry, again on the 16th. So those days there are very, very important, and you should utilize them, take in all that energy and go for broke, I would say. What about love, you ask? Well, let's have a look at that. You've got Venus there in the Sun sign right now, casting its full 7th aspect on the marital sector. You can't do any wrong in that area either, which is why I opened the reading this month saying you're very, very lucky. Use that wisely. The only danger you have here, I think, is maybe abusing that. And sometimes we know we have power over others and we can be a little bit cheeky in using that. So you need to be mindful of the karmic consequences of doing that. But nevertheless, you're going to attract the right sort of people into your life. If you're already in a relationship, this is a time when you can reignite those amorous feelings of love, sexuality, intimacy, and all things nice and spicy. Sun moves to the 3rd house on the 19th of February. You know what I mean. It moves to the 3rd house of short journeys, in contrast to the 9th house, which is long journeys. So a lot of movement, a lot of travel. You'll be very, very busy at that time. 19th of February, this is generally a busy period for you every new year around February. So that should show that you could wear yourself out. Fortunately there you've got Mars still in the 10th house, that may move out. So be careful because you could be expecting to have a lot more energy than you do at that time. Now there's some tough aspects there. The 19th and 26th, Mercury in the hard aspect to Saturn in the 11th. That again is a financial aspect. We've seen Saturn there for some time, which is providing you with a little bit of, I suppose, economy. You're naturally economical, but this could make you a little bit more tight-fisted than you need to be. Just relax a little bit. And I always say to people, if you want more success, you should gift yourself. That sends out a very strong signal to the universe of self-appreciation. Two other aspects there, again from the third house. Sun moving into the conjunction of Neptune on the 24th. That's lovely because it shows you've got some wild imaginations about where you can travel, different cultures, new people, new events. You're hungry and thirsty for new experiences, and I suggest you do it, as the Nike ad says. Look forward to your company again here next month. You know, I do have a website. Some of you are aware of it, some of you may not be. Astrology.com.au, and we have your detailed daily, monthly and yearly analysis. So please stop off there before you visit me again here next month, same time, same channel. Take care. Bye-bye.